Thank you for joining me for today's watercolor portrait painting class. I'm going to bring you step by step how to paint the portrait painting of this little girl from composition, finding the proportion, to finish the painting. I think the hair over here should coming up. You can make the decision. This very much like a 1/3 of the whole painting. 1, 2, 3. Quickly, you can mark it approximately about this much. We need to find out how much is the height. If you know the height, you're going to find out the width. If you know the width, you're going to use the width, find out the height. So this is the width. Doesn't include the ears. I have this bamboo sticks. I'm going to do a little measurement. I'm going to take a look. The proportion. I'm going to take the longer part first. I'm going to mark it. So this is the height, right? I'm going to rotate this. I'm going to come over here, the left side to the right side. Now I'm going to find out this is the whole, is the height. This is the width. What is the relationship of that? I'm going to put it down over here. Actually, let me see. Oh, do you know what? It's just interesting. This part is only 3/4 of this one because I can divide this into 4. 3 of this equals to the same as this. This is the width. I'm going to add 3/4 of the width, stand it over here, together become the height. I just quickly mark it on my watercolor paper. Divide into 4. Now I'm going to take 3/4, right? I'm going to put it outside over here. Is that the same logic as we have from the measurement? And then I'm going to take this whole thing together. I'm going to rotate it. Now this is the whole height. I'm going to keep the top of the head a little bit higher like this. That's fine. I don't need to include the top of the head. So I'm going to mark it on my tape. Okay, this is the whole height. So now you can see height of the face like this. If you want to include the hair on the top, it will look like this. Now you only focus on the side of the face, the outline, okay? You don't look at the eye, the nose, okay? Be able to do a good artwork, a good portrait. It's very important that you can ignore some of the things that is not ready for you to look at. Almost every time when you put the height and the width together, it always feels like the face too narrow. The measurement, every time you need to follow through it. It's very crucial. So the second thing I'm going to find out what's the eye location. First, I'm going to make a little guess. I think the eye could be just in the middle from the top to the chin. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, no. What I'm thinking was wrong. It's not really the middle. It's lower than the middle. So now I'm going to use the eyebrows. Could be the middle. So I'm going to double check with my bamboo stick. Now I'm going to take this part, double check with it. Do you see that? It's perfect. Sometimes you don't know what you're going to use, how you're going to find things until you look. Now I'm going to see. From here to here, the middle is the eyebrows line. I'm going to erase those marks. So I don't need those here. Okay. And I'm going to put it here. Maybe right here. Right, I'm going to see. I'm going to take the middle over here. Now it's not exactly, a little bit too low. I'm going to put a mark over here. Now from here to here, the middle, that would be the correct line. So that means I'm going to draw this line softly from left to the right. When I get the eyebrows, everything else would become so simple. Do you notice from the eyebrows to the chin, the middle is the nose. The middle is the nose. And the eye is, I can see that from here to here, I can divide it from here. And that actually interesting, almost like a little bit more 1/4 from the eyebrows to the nose. So I'm going to do 1/4, but a little bit more than 1/4. Here you go. Now this is the eye line. You see that how easy? You just have to go by the step. Okay? And then we're going to find the mouth. And the mouth, this is actually easy. On her, I think the lower border divide into half, like from the nose to the chin. So everything, it has its place, and it's really easy to find them. And from here to the nose, almost half is the upper, but a little bit more than half right over here. The next thing we're going to do is divide it horizontal. We're going to look at from the left side to the right side. It's very much look like 5 proportion. Now I'm going to from here to this side. This is the corner of the eye. This is the corner of the eye. This is the corner of this eye. This is the corner of this eye. The center line a little bit off to the right side. Now we just talk about center lines. Find out where's the center line. It's about off to the right side, right? Something like that coming down. It will help you. It's almost 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The difference is the center, the middle part between the two eyes, a little bit more than 1 eye space. And also the left side and the right side over here is a little bit less than 1 eye space. We already know where's the eye line, so I'm going to divide this. So first I'm going to put this mark over here. We only need to know the proportion, okay? I'm going to divide it. It's not exactly 1 to 1. I'm going to divide it into 5. This is actually a little bit less on both sides. The middle part have a little bit more, so I'm going to do a little adjustment. So now I'm going to move both the left and the right and a little bit less. Now the center a little more, right? Like this. The center a little more. You see that? The center over here a little bit more. So in matching proportionally, now I'm going to come to my paper. Now this is the eye. So I'm going to put the rough shape of the eye vertically center over here. That's going to be iris in the middle, and this eye, and over here the iris right over here. This is very crucial. If you don't get the eye position correctly, the following steps all just go by luck. Based on the eye space, have the vertical line coming over here to measure the nose. Okay, we already know vertically what the nose is. So now I see that the nose a little bit outside, This side is just aligned to the side of the nose. So in that case, that's just pretty easy. I'm gonna vertically coming down over here, right? Coming down, that's just the side of the nose. On this side, I'm gonna coming down over here. So this side come out a little bit. That's the nose. So you put the nostril over here, the nose in shape. I'm gonna show you how to measure the width of mouth. Look at her mouth at the corner over here. It's very interesting. It's coming out like that, right? So I'm going to define this is the corner of the mouth. This is the corner of the mouth. Like one side is very serious. The other side kind of like laughing at you. I'm going to get it down. It's right from the middle of this eye. On this side and coming over here is only about a quarter, even less than a quarter of the eye from the left corner. So that's good. It's about from here coming down, right? On here is the middle coming down. It's really handy. I'm going to put it down over here and then put it down over here like that. Now here you go. Now we just know extend the corner over here coming up a little bit from here. I can see that. And like this. This is the mouth and this is the corner over here and coming in over here. So we got the location of this mouth. You just have to do it step by step because you don't want to skip the step at the end. Your painting is not going to be making you happy. But while you are doing that, right, it's going to be a sad ending. So you should follow step by step, slowly. Now everything in place. From the left side of the ear, the right side of the ear, you can see it's right above the nose, right? Right above the nose over here. It's that much, right above the nose, right over here. So I'm going to put this side of the ear and this side of the ear, the bottom of the ear. The width of the ear is about this much, coming like right from here about, because looks like her face tilt down a little bit, like that. And this side is on this side, like that. This about this wide. That's easy. So I'm gonna put everything else. So look at the shoulder. Now I'm gonna look at the angular measurement of the shoulder. Okay, like I put over here. I'm gonna, actually interesting, from this angle it's directly pointing to the bottom of the lip. So I'm gonna keep this angle coming down over here. You see that? That's the shoulder. That should make it easy, right? So right over here, like that. And how wide is it? And you can measure how wide is the shoulder over here. Take this, and wow, perfect. Just like the width of the mouth. Okay, I'm gonna take the width of the mouth over here and put it right over here, and it's correct right over there. Always double check. I'm gonna come into this angle and now finish the shoulder. So the first brush, I'm using 1-inch flat brush. Where we're going to start, I would say doesn't really matter. You're gonna fill in the color everywhere, and then you're gonna come back to adjusting it. So you can start from the background and get in the face and get into this side of the background. It's totally up to you. Maybe we're gonna try something a little bit different. And we're gonna start from this corner all the way to the right corner. How about that? So I'm gonna use the yellow color. Okay, I'm gonna loosen this yellow color. Okay, I'm gonna start right from here. Is that right? That's good, right? I'm gonna start right over here. See that? You don't have to be afraid of it. It's just no fear. See? That's good. Like that. Now I come over here. Okay, that's good. Now come over here. I don't want to waste this beautiful yellow color. I'm going to put it over here. So put it over here, because it's going to be the same color. It's just take just the yellow, okay? The bright yellow color. I'm going to put it over here. And you may be thinking about, whoa, wait a minute. So what about those hair? We have different technique to take care of the hair, the loose hair. Now I'm going to paint it around over here. Is that easy? Okay, you better say easy, because it's nothing hard. Like anyone can do this, right? And you say, oh, I can. Okay, come on. Give yourself some credit. You can do this. Exactly the same thing. Now I'm going to continue, because there's nothing complicated. So I'm going to add a little red color in here. The red with the yellow color that I already have in the brush, and make it into an orange color, right? That's just pretty easy. Just take this orange color and put it over here. See that? That's pretty easy. If you don't agree with me, it's easy. Let me know, okay? So I can yell at you, because nothing difficult. I'm gonna put this color a little bit more in. Just put a little bit more red color. And in this time, I'm gonna have a little bit darker, a little bit kind of brown color. You don't have to look for a brown color. Just get the blue color in here. That's the brown color. So there's just no fear. If you worry too much about mixing color, spend more time on mixing the color. That's pretty easy. And you also mentally should know that from the experience, and the color after it dry, they're all gonna look lighter. So no panic. Okay, also watercolor, you can lift up the color, erase the color. I'm gonna show you just the clean brush, and just going to erase this. I'm gonna re-erase this. You see that? Just use the water, wash it, and lift it up. That is watercolor. I'm gonna coming over here, and I'm gonna add a little the same brown color. You know, this is the first round putting in the color, so it's going to be look too light after it dries. Okay, so no worry. Just put something over here. You can start a painting. Okay, So you have to start from somewhere, right? So I'm going to put a little color over there, going into a little simple color on the face. What's the skin tone? The skin tone is just red color. Really? Okay, yes. It's just red with water. I'm going to coming down over here, show it to you. It's just the first round. I'm going to put it like that. I'm going to leave the area that is really light, okay? Like over here. Like that over here on this side of the nose. It just need to looking for the color, the different shade. You can see there. I'm gonna leave the highlight. You see that this brush looks like a huge, but it's not that huge. Okay, you can use the corner of this brush, and I can say that again and again in every video. You need to remove the fear. Okay, the fear actually making you not doing things properly, or maybe making you not doing enough. So I'm gonna put the color just a little corner of the brush, like that, and coming over here, coming down over here. Now here you go. Now I'm gonna just wash her face with the same color uniformly, coming down to the chin over here. And now, since this is still wet, I'm gonna put a little brown color, okay? I have to do this wet into wet all the way coming down. I'm gonna have this little brown color. The brown color basically more red and yellow than blue in the 3 color, because I only use the 3 colors. So don't waste the money. Some other colors, you may not really never gonna use them. Okay, I'm just tap the color over here. You see that? And that color is merged together over here. So whatever you put it there, you're gonna change them. Okay, coming over here and a little bit in here. Now let it softly merge into the face. That is fine. And if it's too much, you can move it out, right? And it looks like I have a little bit more yellow. Just tap a little yellow in the neck. And coming over here like that. And here you go one more time, like that. Beautiful, isn't it? Right now, just try to do your best to put the color cover the entire painting. That is the simple mission. So don't worry about, the details, the edge. Now I'm going to put this color over here. I'm going to try to make this a little bit darker. And also, actually, this is just going into the shadow of the eye over here, above the eye. I'm going to do a little bit more, like right over here, like that. And the top over here, also put this color over there. In your mind, everything is a shape, color. How dark is the color? How dark is the shape? Okay, I just use the corner. You can see that sometimes I use the whole brush. Sometimes you use only a small portion of the brush. And now coming over here, add a little bit thicker color. I'm going to have a little bit thicker color, like that. Okay, a little bit thicker. Have less water. That's how you make it thicker. Oh, this color pretty dark. I want to use this color, set it right in here, because I want that to be darker. You see that? This kind of thinking doesn't really matter what medium you use. We already settled the base tone. Now we're going to come back to adjusting the colors. 3 things we're adjusting. One thing is, place is too dark, we're going to make it lighter. If the place is not dark enough, we make it darker. The place is supposed to have soft edges, but it has hard edges. And we need to change the edge. After this step, we're going to go into the detail. And that's just easy. I'm going to start from the top. First, I'm going to mix a little darker brown color. Mix the brown color is very easy. You can start from red and the yellow color. Mix the orange color, right? The orange color mix a little bit blue. That you're going to get the brown color. Okay, very easy formula. It's perfect. Okay, now put it right in here, just a little bit like that. Put over here. I'm going to smooth the color, blend the color a little bit. I'm going to just use the corner. You see that this brush is very good and functional. And when you have a large brush and make it act as a small brush, you have lots of freedom, and you just need to control how this brush would work for you. Okay, I'm put it down over here, and I'm going to come down over here this corner. I'm going to turn around because I want this edge, the corner over here, line up to this area. That's good. Like that. When I come over here and just use the corner over here, a little corner, and that's good. I'm going to have a little bit orange color connected. But I'm going to come down over here and a little bit here, like that. That's good. Now I'm going to come to have some orange color. Now I'm going to let go some color, but not totally. So I let go some of the color. I still have quite a bit of color in the brush. Just get the yellow color, right? I'm think about the good way to thinking about how to analyze your color, your brush. I'm going to over here, I'm going to put a little orange color right in here and put a little orange color, connect that into here. You see that? This is wet into wet on top of the dry layer. So coming over here like that, connect that. Nice, very nice blending. I'm going to put it over here, maybe have a little bit more red in the ear area. I'm going to have that right there. It's good. Now I'm going to have this same color, orange color. I'm going to put it over here. Just use half of the brush. It's not the full brush, like that. All right, I'm going to just use the corner of this. I'm going to put it like that. That's good. Now we're coming over here. And also, now I'm going to put a little darker color underneath the chin. You see that? I can use half of my brush coming through. I'm going to define the chin. See that? That's easy, right? No need to change too many brushes. Just one brush. And you can use for lots of places. Now that's good. I'm going to have a little bit coming in over here. I'm going to do some lifting a little bit later. So I'm going to have a little bit more red into the ear. Just take the red color. I'm going to put it right in this space because the ear is very warm. Now talking about the ear, I'm going to take this color and coming on to this side. This is the ear. Okay, like that. Now I'm going to have a little bit red. Just a little bit red, but still see a little bit kind of light brown color. And I'm going to put it into this shape. Like that. This shape. Now this is not really soft anymore. And I'm going to put this a little bit over here too. Now I'm going to come in to do a little bit adjusting, a little blending. That's good. Right there. That's good. Like that. Okay. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to now clean my brush totally. Now I want to do, just because this is still wet, so I'm going to just extend the color coming in a little bit. Extend the color coming in a little bit like that. Nice. A little bit softly. Now I actually need to have a little bit more brown color. I'm going to have this softly connect together. And I'm going to have a little yellow color, put it right in here. Like that. That's nice. Maybe a little bit red. Okay, a little bright red color. So make it look like an orange color. Like that. That's nice. Okay, continue. Softly. Coming over here in the corner over here, I'm going to get a little bit those orange color and put over there too. So that's just nice. And now I'm going to come back over here to have just a little red color. So I'm going to take a little red color at this corner. Just use the corner over here to have this color for the side of the face, also close to the cheek. And the cheek has a little bit warmer color. Now I'm just going to softly blend the color in here. Like, see that? It's so many here, this brush. So it's so easy to render the big space and save you lots of time and hassle. Okay, like that. And nice on the other side. And so on here, I'm also going to soften that a little bit. It's how easy to blend the color. It's so easy, isn't it? If you don't agree with me, let me know. I know it's easy. Okay, coming over here, I'm going to have a little bit brighter orange color. I'm going to take the yellow color and take a little red color from here, from the side. Okay, coming over here, see that? That's beautiful. And coming like this. Now it look more as a person already. Like that. The side over here, I'm gonna make it a little bit softer because I don't want it to be look a little bit too hard, because that is supposed to be the outside. So I'm gonna soften that a little bit right over here, like that, and a little bit softer over here. We're not doing the lifting because we're not at the timing yet. We're still doing the adjusting. Okay, I'm gonna soften that in the background. Oh, that's good. And I'm gonna have that a little bit softer right over here. The overall balance is already established. If the overall big relationship is not there, you don't want to get into the small details. So I'm using this calligraphy brush. I only use 2 brushes. One is large, one is small. That's all I use. Now I'm gonna come to the nose and the eye area. So maybe start from the eye area. So I'm gonna mix a little bit orange, brown colors. I'm gonna get a little bit red in here, and like that. Have a little bit brown color into here. This is good. I'm gonna just painting around the eyelid over here. It's good, like that. I'm gonna preparing to come back to do the eye, because around the eyelid is a little bit darker over there. Not on this side. This side's a little bit darker. On the other side is not. So I'm gonna come with just with a little more red color on this side, comparing both sides. I'm gonna coming over here on the eyelid. Now here you go. I'm gonna have it right there. That's good. Now I'm gonna paint it into the smaller area, smaller shape. Okay, smaller shape. That's good. Now on the top over here, now I'm gonna looking at the smaller area, smaller transition, like right over here. That's good. Now preparing for the final. I'm doing a little bit more adjustment. Like over here, I'm gonna add a little bit red color over here, because it looks like a little bit warmer. Right? It's very easy. Look at what you have on the paper, and looking for what you can do from there to get to what you want. Okay, like that. I'm gonna have a little bit shape over here. Now I'm just open up this brush a little bit and just blend it a little bit. And this is also easy blending. Okay, come on the top over here, like that. That's good. On the top over here, have a little bit warm color coming up like this. That's good. I'm gonna get that very nice impression. Okay, and now I'm gonna go into the nose. On both sides of the nose have a little bit light brown colors. You have to think about what color is it, how much yellow, how much red. I'm gonna take this color and maybe a little bit red, but a little bit yellow. I'm gonna have this color. Look carefully. Now coming over here. You don't want to think it's a nose. If you think it's a nose, it's a problem. You maybe think about what I'm thinking about. Should I think about the mouth? It's no, not the mouth, not the nose. You think about the shape. Think about how dark is that color. Okay, get down a little bit over here, a little bit more red. Actually, also a little bit more darker color. I'm gonna add a little bit darker color right over here. You see that? That's pretty easy. Now on the other side, now coming over here, it's not really that dark on the top over there. I'm gonna just keep it coming down like this. Look at that, coming down, a little moving a little bit, and coming a little bit. And the bottom over here, I'm gonna have a little bit darker, so a little bit more red too. So coming over here, you see that those are smaller shape. Now wrap around at the bottom of the nose is a little bit darker too. So I'm gonna coming over here. Now before I move forward, I need to wash my brush, make it clean. Now what I want to do, I'm going to soften this side. You see that? A little bit softer. Make the edge a little bit softer. Also make this a little bit lighter in the top over here. Now also the same thing on this side. I'm going to make this side a little bit softer, like almost like a lost edge on this side. So very, very relaxing. You don't want to not too much nervous. More you do it, and you're gonna feeling easier for you. Okay, now make it the bottom of the nose a little bit softer. Now I'm also going to clear this area a little bit, this a little bit lighter. Now the nose looks like a pop-up already, like seeing the dimension of the nose. The other thing I want to do, I'm going to get a little bit red color, okay? And you're going to remember what I just said. And coming over here and add there a little shape over here on the lower eyelid, okay? A little shape over here on the lower eyelid, okay? All you see is what's the shape, what's the color, okay? That's supposed to be easy. You don't want to complicate it. You don't want to say, I'm going to make a person. Oh, that's hard. You need to take at least 10 months or 9 months, right? Some of you have the experience already. It's not easy, but you can paint a person, make it look like a person. That's easy. So how you can do that? Just all about shapes. All about how you can make the shape work together, make it look like a person. But you're not really making a person, okay? It's just making something look like that person. So how you can make it look like that person? The only thing you can do is to use the correct color, correct darkness of the color, okay? And the color we're using only the 3 primary colors, right? So we come back to the nose a little bit later. So we're going to continue create the structure. Now we'll talk about the structure of the face. Now I'm going to use just the red color, okay? Take a little red color. See there? Actually, this area have a little bit more red. So I'm just going to set a little red color directly right over here, connect to the corner of the mouth. Okay, a little bit. You're looking for that. Okay, that's good. That's good. On this side, I do the same thing. You see the way I'm using the brush, and actually the tip of the brush is actually have a little bit darker, and the middle of the brush have a little bit less paint. Now I can bring this over like that. Now also under over here, before I go to paint into the mouth, you have to paint the structure around the mouth. Remember, the same thing that for your drawing, same thing for your oil, anything you do. I'm going to put over here also a little bit darker. I'm going to put it right over here, like that, coming in. And a little bit over here, like that. And just use the brush more efficiently. Okay, like that. Okay, like that. That's good. Now I'm going to soften that a little bit, move that a little, and then make a little bit blending into the light space of the chin. Now the structure is already established. After you establish the form and the detail, it become very easy. So I'm going to soften that a little bit. Just use the water. It's very simple, right? So I'm going to get this color right over here. And think a bit too dark, so I'm going to get a little bit yellow color. Okay, a little bit more yellow. Make it a little bit softer, like that, coming down. It's just compare. More you do it, you're going to do it faster. Because you know the routine, you know the process, you know how to get it comparing between one color to the other color. Okay, now this is good. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to set a little color into the lip of the mouth, okay, a little bit. Just set it in over here. Take a look at it carefully, like that. Take a look. If they're too dark, you can lift it up. You can soften it a little bit later. Just pay attention, focus on it, like that. That's good. Now I'm going to keep the highlight. I'm gonna like hit. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just add some, just clean the brush. Just now on the paper I already have enough colors, so I'm gonna just going to let it blend in, coming over here like that. That's good. Like this, it's good, right? I'm gonna have a little bit texture over here. Now on the corner over here, I'm going to use a little brown color. Okay, I'm going to put it right over here a little bit so you can show a little evil smiling. So I'm going to have that a little bit softer coming through like this. So we don't have to try to finish it at one round. So this should be good enough for to setting up the colors. So maybe underneath the nose at this point, I can set a little bit darker color right over here, like that. So everything you're thinking about is something that you can use in your painting, like the shape, the color, right? How dark is the color, and what's the contrast? Those are simple things like that. Okay, the mouth here is still a little wet, so you don't want to come back to it to put some darker color. So now, before I stop this, I'm going to set a little gray color. So I'm going to set a little gray color inside the eye. So it prepare a little the next step. I come back to finish the eye. So you can see the shadow inside the eye over here, a little gray color. So it's not really just like this. That's good. All right. All right. I'm going to do one more little things and just going to mix these two colors together to make some really, really dark colors because I want this to be the deepest area. Okay, you see that? Now I put this right over there. This calligraphy brush is very easy to render the detail that you are looking for, like that, a little bit like this. I'm gonna take a look at the eye. I'm gonna looking for the eye line with this color. It's not really it's not really black, okay, not really that dark. So I'm gonna look for the line. I'm gonna put it right over here. That's good. A little bit like that, coming through over here. And you got to have a brush can render into a very small area, okay? And in the corner over here, like that. That's good. Now coming on this side, I usually do it one side and going to the other side, so they would be always related. Okay, coming over here. Here you go. You don't want to do the eyelashes yet. I think lots of people rush to do the eyelashes. Okay, now that's good. I'm gonna at the corner of the eye, I'm gonna have a little bit warmer, a little bit red, a little bit warmer like this. So get a little bit more red color. Now here you go. I'm gonna form this corner. That's good. Like that. And also this corner a little bit warmer. Like that. Okay, now I'm going to set a little bit eye line. You see how enjoying, how relaxing that you can be, right? As you don't need to be worried. No worry. Follow the step, one step at a time. Okay. Now do another eye line right in the top over here. That's good. Like that. And a little eye line over here too. Like that. That's good. Now I'm going to painting it inside the iris. And I'm going to see what is the first color. I'm going to use this color first. There's a little bit yellow brown color, maybe look like a little bit green. So I have a little blue color. So now I'm going to set this color in. I'm going to leave the highlight area untouched. Just see where's the shape. I'm going to coming over here like that. Here you go, at the bottom. Like that. That's good. Now a little bit wider. Okay. Spend your time. Enjoy it. And I'm going to take a look at the pupil. It's right in the middle over here, a little bit darker. I'm going to set that color in here. And the rest a little bit lighter. So I'm going to have that a little bit highlight. I'm going to leave that little highlight in the middle. So here you go. And I'm going to spend a little bit more time on this eye before I move away. So I'm going to get a little bit lighter. So I have a little bit more like a blue color because it looked like a little bit green. So add a little bit blue. Now get it in the bottom over here. So you might also have a little bit kind of texture, a little movement like that following the same direction. Now at the bottom over here also see a little bit light shape. So I'm going to leave that little light shape over there like that. It make it a little bit more translucent. So that's good. And I'm going to have a little bit darker color for the center of the eye. So get the Windsor blue, have a little red. That is the darkest color they can get. This color will look like even darker than the black color. So I'm gonna have it right over here at the center, okay? Because it's pretty soft. You don't have to make it too hard. Okay, the corner over here, the edge, put over there. There's eye. It's almost there. As easier as you can imagine. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit warmer brown color. Some on this side is a little bit warmer. So I'm gonna set it over here. So let it merge together. And also the edge over here, a little bit warmer. That's fine, like that. So this eye in a good shape. I need to come to the other eye. Okay, coming over here, same deal, because this eye is a little bit lighter than the other eye. So I'm going to take a look at the size, the location of the eye. So every time when you do one step or one thing, it just divide it into from the complex task and make it a little smaller task and make it simple. I'm going to have this a little bit in, a little bit over here. Okay, on this side, I'm going to have this shape a little bit. I'm going to go through over here. Cooler color. I'm gonna have over here also have a little texture on the edge, like that. Have a little bit texture and leave a little light shape at the bottom over here. That's good, like that. And now I'm gonna come to get a little bit darker, warm brown color, a little bit, and put it right in this location. I'm gonna have a very deep color. I still have it. Let's put it for the pupil. It's right in the middle. And also the color above here. Okay, like that. Have the shadow. Now I come to the nose. It's a little by little, and we get the painting done. And over here, we're gonna have this a little bit deeper, like that, coming over. That's good. Right over here, I'm gonna make it a little bit clearer, like a triangle right over here. That's good. Now it's not much. Now on the edge, I'm gonna have a little brighter orange color. So in that case, I'm gonna just take the yellow into the red, and that's good. I'm gonna have this area. You can see our attention get into the smaller and smaller area. Now, okay, a little bit over here, like that. That's good. And right under the nose, have a little bit dark area for the nostril. So a little bit here, a little bit here. That's good. Now come to the mouth. Now is easy one. Just need to have the side over here. See that? Yes, make a little bit darker tone. Okay, like that. Make a little darker tone and capture her expression. Okay, a little bit over here, a little bit darker, and see how the structure turn of the lip. I'm gonna come to on this side. I'm gonna have a little bit more coming on here. Here you go. Now form the corner of the mouth, like that. Set a little color. I think this a little bit darker, like that. Okay, that's good. And now we're gonna put a little color underneath the mouth. You see that is everything is there, every little step, nothing difficult. It's just how to connect all those steps together. And you're not missing a part of the process. That's become difficult. So lots of enjoying art member, you are actually here to get trained about following the process. And may take you a little while, okay, to get to become your second nature, because you have been using totally different kind of process your whole life. Okay, over here, make it a little bit softer. Now, so everything is not hard. And over here, the corner over here, I'm gonna make a little bit more. Oh, see that? The little smile came out. And on this side, I'm gonna have a little bit softer, like that. Okay, one brush stroke. And I have the personality is right on the page. Now, the person's almost there, right? So now I'm going to enforce a little bit the underneath the chin. I'm gonna have the yellow color, have the red, a little bit brighter than this color. So I'm gonna have it right over here. So I'm gonna actually put this color right overlap a little bit the face, because I want that color also become the color I'm gonna blend it into the face. So I'm gonna going around over here to do a little cleanup. Okay, that's good, right? Nice. That's good. I'm gonna coming over here like that. Now I'm gonna use the brush, open up a little bit. You see that? Just like a very soft, small, flat brush. I'm gonna softly make that blend into the face. So that's the reflected colors from the side. And I'm gonna come back over here, use a little bit yellow, and coming over here, put a little color for the ear over here. That's easy. Over here too, have a little bit suggest the ear, and maybe a little bit suggesting the outside of the ear. Okay, on this side, have a little bit more yellow. So let's put the yellow. So you see that every time when you're doing the colors, you're always thinking about, oh, I have 3 colors. How I'm going to use them to create that feeling. And that is just thinking about how much yellow, how much red, how much blue, right? It's very easy. So the necklace, I'm going to put a little bit suggestions over here like that. That is a necklace. Okay, what else I need to do? Oh, the eyelashes. Now, really need to look at what this small brush can do for you. So I'm gonna have this a little bit. It's not really black, just a little bit. Now I'm gonna take a look, and this a little bit, little here, I can do for the eyelashes here. You see that you can have a really small thin line, and over here too, a little bit very small thin line. If the color is too much, and you can soften it, and the top over here, you see that how little line that you can create. You can see this. Okay, a little bit over here too.